Hello students! So this is my geology update. Today is October 2nd. I think it's the 2nd. It's the 2nd. So this is your update for your geology class. This video is long overdue. I have been wanting to do these for a while, but we are going to talk about the second half of the class as we are heading up towards the midterm. So I have a few listed things over here I would like to talk with you about. So I know when I saw those of you in the geology class on Tuesday morning, it was under my belief that the midterm was next week. That was incorrect. That was incorrect. The midterm is October 13th, Tuesday, October 13th. I will update you all about when we will be having, or how we'll be having that. I do not believe that it will be completely in person. I can't say for sure. I believe there will be an online component, but I will update you further on that as I develop that. The midterm is October 13th. Now, talking about the midterm, those of you who I had a chance to speak to in class, you know that I had discussed a study session. And it is a session that you will have a chance to talk to me as I stream, probably right here in front of this board, and you will have a chance to talk to me and ask me questions about the labs that we have done, and anything that may have confused you. I will even show you samples, rock samples, if you would like to, and I will explain what certain rock samples are. You are free to ask me anything you like about the labs we have done. That said, I highly encourage you that when you come to the study session, that you come with at least a question that you would like answered, if not a few. You will be able to ask me anything you want. So here's how this is going to work. On Saturday, October 10th at 7 p.m. This will go from 7 to 8 p.m. I will be offering a complete hour on stream, on a YouTube stream, and I will give you a link to that, where you will get to ask me anything you like. You can go into the comments section of the stream, and I will make sure that you get your question answered. So, the study session for geology, which happens 3 days before the midterm, is at 7 p.m. on Saturday, October 10th. And there will be a YouTube stream. It won't be Teams, it won't be Zoom, it will be a YouTube stream for you to attend. And again, ask me anything you like. I simply ask that you come with a question prepared. Now your question might get asked by somebody else. I don't expect there to be 30 separate questions because I know that there are certain things that we will talk about more, especially when it comes to like rock identification. But again, you will be free to ask me any questions about the class, and I will step you through it. I know I've been harping about this statistic for the last 2 weeks, but last semester, the people who showed up to my study sessions, on average, scored 12% better on their midterms and finals. 12% is an entire letter grade. It behooves you to try and attend this. As there will be a YouTube stream, if you miss it, you can still watch it at a later date before the midterm happens, but you will not have the chance to ask me any questions that you may not be very certain about. So, again, before we move on from this point, midterm is October 13th, that's Tuesday, and the study session is on Saturday, October 10th at 7 p.m. Via a YouTube stream. Okay. The second thing I'd like to talk about is attendance. I would like to discuss how I would like to handle attendance from here on out. So, I understand that many of you are concerned about COVID, as you should be. I am the same way. I very rarely go outside my social circles at this point, other than teaching classes. There are certain labs that I will prepare you for to tell you that it is better if you show up in person. I say this because I have noticed something very prevalent throughout the last 2 labs, is that the rock identification is very difficult for those of you at home, and I understand that. I would like to help accommodate you a little bit better. So as I have shown you guys in the first video of our semester how we have proper social distancing guidelines, we're very careful, especially with the samples. Also, all the samples are cleaned and after they are handled, and I have many kits that are able to be seen by you, the student, when you are in here. So I would like to suggest, moving forward, the labs, do try and attend more of the labs. These are, again, completely optional if you do not wish to do so. But it would help immensely, absolutely immensely. It is the one observation that I have had throughout this semester is the students who have shown up for classes are doing just a little bit better because they have a chance to ask me questions directly. They have a chance to handle the samples, to get a view of what these certain rocks are. And I know that the camera that I've been using to broadcast, to stream the samples, is not the best. There is no substitute for the real thing. So if you can, I would like to suggest that you attend certain ones, and I will probably let it be known which ones are better to do so at. Okay. Again, completely optional. I'm not telling you you have to show up or you're failed. It's not going to be like that. As I completely understand wanting to be safe and careful. I respect that. So if you have any questions about this, please email me. Please email me. Okay. All right. Now with attendance out of the way, let's talk about makeups. So if you have not done a lab, you can still make it up. Just not for full credit. This is a one-time offer. I will not offer this heading up to the final. This is something that I would like to give you the chance that I know that there was some confusion about lab manuals, there's some confusion about the samples. I want to give the class a chance to catch up before the midterm. You must have all makeup labs into me before the midterm. I will not accept any from labs 1 to 6 before the midterm. And when we go into the final, we will only have, I think, 3 or 4 labs that will be covered in the final. You will have to do those the week of. I won't be taking late labs after that. It is just too much for me to keep up with. I am still getting emails from people about lab 2, and that was 4 weeks ago. So please, please, please make up the labs. Make up the labs if you need to. The videos are on YouTube. I will be posting a playlist to the geology playlist to whatever this announcement will be. So yes, please, please make up your labs so I can give you some credit for them. Again, they will not be at full credit, but I will still give you something. So please get back to me about that. All right. The exception to this is Lab 5. So we did skip a week. So Lab 5 is due at the end of this week. And by the end of this week, I mean like the next coming full week. Lab 5 will be due then. I lectured on Lab 4 this past week, the one that we missed, and Lab 5 will be due, and there is a lecture posted about that that will be in the playlists for geology. It is very, very important, and I feel like I should harp on this some more. It is very important to watch these videos. Extremely important. So Lab 5 will be due by the 10th. Lab 5 is due by the 10th. All right. Okay, so I've had a chance to talk to some of you about the extra credit. The extra credit. So in your lab manual, in the Igneous Rocks lab, I believe it's page 49 or so, it's like right before the lab, the handed assignment, is a chart. And this chart looks something like this, and then it has the textures, and then it has the compositions, and then you have to fill in where it shows you what each one of the rocks is. Rhyolite, andesite, basalt, so on and so forth, granite, diorite, gabbro. It shows you that. So your extra credit assignment is this. You will have to come to me. You will have to see me to do this. You must. This is an in-person thing. Again, when we do this, this will be social distanced. I will be taking all precautions to keep everyone safe. If you are unable to come see me, let me know. If you are quarantining, if you are taking this class remotely from elsewhere, where you are unable to travel to campus, please let me know. I will have something prepared for you. Those of you who can, you will have the opportunity to take this chart and show me your knowledge of it in 2 ways. One, you can take the chart and you can fill it out. I told one of the classes that I understand that we all learn very differently. I have a very hard time memorizing things. It takes me a lot to memorize something. But if I have a chance to visually and tactily get my hands on it and work with something, it's much easier. So, you will have a chance to see me, and I will give you an empty chart, and you will fill it out. For everything you get right, I will give you, I'm not quite sure how many points it is, but for everything you get right, I will give you some extra credit for that. I'm not sure what the point total is. I'll get back to you. Also, if you wish, you can take some of the samples, and you can order those samples. You can take the rocks and order those samples, and you can say, Mr. King, here's rhyolite, andesite, and basalt. Bam, that's extra credit right there. And then you'll have to tell me whether they're aphanitic or phaneritic. This extra credit serves a dual purpose. One, you will have to do something akin to this on your midterm. Doing this extra credit will help you on your midterm. I'm not going to ask you to do something that doesn't matter. This will help you a lot. And secondly, if you do come back in the spring for historical geology, I know some of you might be here for the full cycle, you will also have me as your lab instructor, and this is something you will have to know how to do. This is something you will 100% have to know how to do. And coming into the class with a knowledge of aphanitic, phaneritic, so on and so forth, the textures, the compositions, will be a huge boon for you. So, that is the assignment. I will be posting instructions to this in the next coming days. I'm going to write out a document and I will probably post it to Canvas. So, that is the extra credit assignment. Again, it is the chart right before the igneous rocks hand-in assignment. I think it's page 49. I think. I'd have to double check that. So, again, to review before I end this video, midterms are October 13th with your study session on Saturday, October 10th at 7 p.m. Attendance, we will talk about that more in the future, but I would like to see more participation because I am trying to help ensure that you all get better grasp of the material and therefore better grades. Okay. Makeup assignments, all makeup assignments are due by the midterm, no exceptions. The only thing I ask is, I would ask that you not wait until the midterm to come in and hand me 3 labs. I will have a lot of grading to do that week. Please have mercy upon my sad grad student soul and hand me those assignments beforehand. Lab 5 is due at the 10th, and the extra credit, which is the chart about textures and compositions for igneous rocks, will be outlined sometime very soon. Okay, so thank you for bearing with me. This has actually gone a little bit longer than I expected, but I appreciate it. And if you have any questions for me, you can email me at thegeohistorian@gmail.com.